Hey, congratulations on your short film, A Shot in the Fog.
Thank you so much.
I
Thank you
think
so
in
much.
Portuguese is what a shot in the mist.
Yeah, it's actually tiros na névoa. It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, more importantly, congratulations because the film is being showcased. It was showcased this year at the Austin Film Festival. How did you feel about that?
It was honestly a amazing surprise because I've been wanting to go to Austin my whole life, and some of my favorite filmmakers are from here, Rick Linklater, and other filmmakers from Texas as well. And I love the Austin Film Festival. Some of my favorite films premiered here. So after getting a bunch of no's in a row and starting to doubt if the film was any good, and then getting this news, it was just amazing, and I had to come.
Wow, that's terrific. So
Yeah.
you were at the festival, and you were there at the physical screening.
Yeah, I'm in Austin right now, this very second.
Oh, terrific. So let's start off with the easy question. Where the original idea came from for your short film, A Shot in the Fog?
Well, I was working as a PA in Brazil for Yakuza Princess, which the star you've interviewed, I'm assuming. And we were shooting on the last week of shooting in this tiny town in the interior of São Paulo called Paranapiacaba, which is it looks how the film looks. It's like at this foggy town, you can't see anything. There's not much to do, so we were all crammed in this hotel by the highway, a good hotel, but we were all there. And I was dying to do a short film there, dying, because I was seeing the location scout pictures and they were coming back all gloomy, and I love fog, but we didn't have time because we were there for, I think, 5 days, and we were shooting for 5 days. So we wouldn't have time, and we were shooting night shoots. Until, I think it was the second to last day, a storm came, black cloud came, and they were worried that the next day was going to rain and ruin the shoot. So they had to put a day off in the schedule. And as soon as I heard the news, the second to last day, while I was on set, I was going up to people like, hey, that gun we used in that scene, can I use it tomorrow for I'm thinking of doing a short film. I'm going up to the actors and to the DP. And many people said yes. Like many people, my whole crew consisted of the assistants of the main film's crew. The assistant camera was my DP. The assistant makeup artist was my, was my makeup artist. And my producer was an AD, Marina. I just have to mention her because she got vans, she got food. She had all the connections already. And without her, this wouldn't have happened. So sorry to ramble, but the idea basically came from seeing the main actor, King Kaneko, in the fog, looking at him and thinking, man, one day I want to do a film with him. And when the opportunity arose, I asked him, and I wrote something very quickly with what we had. Guns, King Kaneko, a little bit of some props, some makeup artists, and fog. A lot of fog.
So this came very, very quickly for you. Did you feel like you were incredibly lucky that everything came together? Because 5 days is really fast.
Yeah, it was actually, I wrote it the morning before. I was writing it in breakfast, scrambling an idea, and I showed it to a couple of people. They gave me feedback, and I wrote it again, and then I typed it on Final Draft and handed it to the crew, pretending I had this idea for a long time, that it was completely polished and everything. But it came very quickly.
So basically, you wrote the film based off of seeing Ken.
Yeah.
And how did you get the two other actors so fast?
Well, we didn't have any actor from the film who would fit these roles. So I used the crew. My original idea was to use the boom operator for the kid and to use someone from the production for the police officer. The day before we were going to shoot, the boom operator's grandpa passed away. So he was devastated, and we knew, we wouldn't want to ask him to do this. And the morning of, we called the production guy's house, who's gonna play the police officer, and he was like, "Why are you calling me?" I'm like, "The short film I told you about yesterday." He's like, "No, I'm sleeping." So we went to set without the two main actors. And Marina called up a woman she knew, Danny, who had a restaurant in Paranapiacaba, and she just literally asked, "Hey, do you know anyone who's like 15 to 25-year-old and who's at least a little bit artistic and who would want to participate?" And she's like, "Yeah, I know a kid who I think I think he'd be down." So Lucas came to the set, and I just said, "Hey, what's your name?" "Lucas." "Thank you. Please kneel over there." It was that quick. And Lucky. You mentioned Lucky. Yeah, played a really huge part. And the police officer is the effects guy. So the guy who took care of the guns in the film, he was there, and Edu, and he's also just amazing.
You were incredibly lucky.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask about what one part of this story was that the guns had 4 bullets, which was revealed at the beginning. But 4 is a really weird number for for a weapon, because usually some people would think of 1 or 3 or a full
6.
clip.
Yeah.
6. Yeah. So how did you come up with the number 4?
I wrote the script first, and I counted the beats that I wanted of bullets. I think originally at one point it was 6, but then it played out too long. There were many scenes there were shots in the fog that didn't add to the story. So we basically saw how many bullets we needed, and we just wrote that to complement the story, imagining that the psycho old man came up with this weird number.
that is great. Now tell us about the production of filming in the mist or the fog there in that town. That must have been fairly difficult. What time was that? Was that like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, in the middle of the night?
Well, that was we had shot a night shoot the night before, so we woke up at midday. I think that was around 2 p.m. And you know the golden rule of filmmaking: never work with kids, water, or animals. I put fog in that list for sure because it's completely unpredictable. And at one point we were shooting and there was no fog. We're like, okay, let's just run some takes. And you saw something like miles away and you saw it coming. It's like, oh, let's go. We're like, we're just shouting, everybody running around. And then the fog came and you can't see anything and you can't see anyone. You shoot it. And then after a second, it's over. So it's a game of patience, honestly, a game of having patience and lots of plan Bs. So much so that I don't know if you noticed, I hope not, but the last fog, you know, the one where the kid looks at the old man and doesn't see him and then shoots, that was all in post.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say I don't know how you pulled off the camera or the distance and the lighting. I mean, that's
Thank you so much. So yeah, that was all in post.
that is terrific. Now, of course, you left the ending very ambiguous to the short film, so that we have no idea what actually happened. Was that because you want us to come up with our own theories of what actually happened?
Yeah. Some people came up to me and asked us, but it's mostly because I want the kid to have the same feelings. I want him to go home and not know if he's in danger because he killed someone, or if he's in danger because he's going to get killed.
Yeah.
So that walk home, that's one of the first images I had for the film, and I knew there couldn't be an answer for him.
Yeah, I couldn't tell either, is because when he was walking there was another shadow in the fog, but we're not sure what the other shadow is. That's Now, this is your first film, whether it's short or featured. This is your first film ever. How was that overall experience for you?
It was nice to have a crew. Honestly, it was nice to have a crew. I'd done many short films and smaller and films with 3 people always, and loved the autonomy and the quickness of it. But to have a crew was something that I didn't expect was going to be so nice because they were all very supportive. And this is the first film that I've sent out to many festivals, and it's an amazing experience. I mean, it's one thing to get accepted to a festival. It's something else to come here and it be much better than you expected, which is exactly what happened here. So the Austin Film Festival, I mean, to anyone out there, it's the film festival they have to submit to. And people are so nice. And Trent, the programmer here, he works real hard to get filmmakers together, and so that they meet each other and so the experience is worth it.
Terrific. And then does this mean because you got this one out of the way, now you can't turn back, now you're going to have to make more down the road?
No, I'll spend the rest of my life just hashing out this one film and sending it to festivals. Yeah, now I'm starting to think of the next one. I've written a couple of scripts that have nothing to do with it, but someone in the Q&A asked me about a feature version of A Shot in the Fog, if that was planned, and I said no. But after the Q&A, I was walking home, and honestly, I have ideas started germinating in my head. The moment I said no, it just started coming. So that might be something I'll tackle later.
Wow. So you're not giving up on filming in mist and fog. Maybe there is more. Wow, that's terrific.
Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship, honestly.
Well, let me ask one more question before I let you go. Is obviously, we're talking about A Shot in the Fog, a short film. Are you planning to have it featured at more film festivals down the road, or where do audiences have more chances to watch this short film after they listen to this interview?
Yeah, we're running the festival circuit right now. So we got into this one. We're waiting to get accepted to more. So we're gonna wait a while before releasing it online. But yeah, I think that's the answer. We should release it online in about a year when the festival circuit has run through. I would love to premiere it in Brazil, honestly. We didn't get accepted to one festival in Brazil, so I really want to see it with a Brazilian audience. And I'd love to have it in the Japanese festival too, just because of Ken Kaneko. And he's a gem. He's honestly a dream for any director to work with. So I'd love to have it in the Japanese festival.
That is great. Well, hey, congratulations for A Shot in the Fog. Hey, thank you for speaking to us, and thank you for noticing that I interviewed Masumi a few weeks ago. That's also terrific. Hopefully, we get to do this again.
Yeah, absolutely. And for everyone out there, watch Yakuza Princess. There's a lot more of Ken Kaneko over there. You can see Ken Kaneko in my teaser, but watch Yakuza Princess because him and Masumi are amazing. So I think that's a must.
Awesome. Next time. Enjoy Austin.
See you, Gig. Bye-bye. Thank you very much.